What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So we got some very, very shocking news, extremely shocking news. As four-division world champion, former undisputed super middleweight, still the unified super middleweight, Mexican superstar boxer, who is the cash cow and one of the faces of the sport of boxing, Saul Canelo Alvarez, future Hall of Famer, 62 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. 34 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. Is calling out YouTube sensation. Finally, he responds to now YouTube sensation who has been calling him out for quite some time. YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul, who was 11 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 7 wins by way of knockout. 9 wins by way of knockout. Something of that magnitude, right? So with that said, Jake Paul has been calling out Canelo Alvarez and stating that he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez and that he believes he'll beat Canelo Alvarez. And Jake Paul is 6'1" with a 77-inch arm reach. He just fought a heavyweight versus legendary retired iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer Iron Mike Tyson. With that said, Jake Paul has been calling out Canelo Alvarez, but it's a pipe dream. Or is it? And now Canelo Alvarez responds and says he's actually considering fighting against Jake Paul to revenge what took place with one of his favorite fighters in Mike Tyson, right? He's now stating that he's willing to fight Jake Paul and revenge Mike Tyson. What? And now Jake Paul is taking an opportunity, right, to poke at Canelo Alvarez. And now he's stating that he don't know if he want to entertain a fight with Canelo because he beats Canelo. The world's just going to say Canelo was just too small. He'll never get credit. They'll say it was a fixed fight like they say every other fight is fixed. What? This is bizarre. Boxing is a circus. I mean, Jake Paul, again, I continue to scream this to the heavens. Jake Paul is a he is a very popular, very wealthy, glorified novice. But he has such a big name and such a big platform and so many followers that he generates a lot of money. And it overshadows the fact that he's simply a novice in the sport of boxing. And yes, his popularity, his financial status, that's going to garner him because he's committed to the sport of boxing. He's having success in his early part of his career in the sport of boxing, to make him feel like in due time he can compete with the absolute best in the sport who have an amateur background record. But it's simply not true. Not now, not at this stage of his career. He won't compete against heavyweights that are at the top of the list. Now, heavyweights that are just coming up, yeah. He won't even compete right now against the Jared Big Baby Andersons of the world. No, sir. Or cruiserweight or light heavyweight. He's not going to do it. He's committed to the sport of boxing and he has talent, but he's a novice. He has 11 to 12 fights. Okay. And he's fighting popular guys and generating a lot of money. Unlike the other fighters who start their career with 10 to 15 first fights against guys you never heard of, guys from Mexico, cab drivers, firefighters, police officers who had pipe dreams of becoming a boxer. Some people making their pro debut, you don't know who those guys are. So you chalk them up as actual boxers. But who knows what they actually do in their actual walk of life. In the case of Jake Paul, he's fighting the Anderson Silvers, a legend and an icon in mixed martial arts in the UFC. Tyron Woodley, another legend and icon in the UFC mixed martial arts world. Ben Askren, again, another UFC fighter. Then NBA superstar Nate Robinson. So these are the guys that he's competing against. They're very popular. Then he fought an actual boxer with pedigree, with a family history in the sport of boxing, in Tommy Fury, and he lost a split decision. A close fight, but he lost. But you can see the talent there with both guys. Tommy Fury only has 8 fights himself, right? But you can see that they actually are boxers. They're just not high-level boxers, not even mid-level boxers, but they're actual boxers, right? So with that said, Canelo Alvarez sees an opportunity, money, because Jake Paul generated a lot of attention with Netflix, doing over 60 million views, right? And doing a $20 million gate. Ching ching, payday. You want payday? I know that. Ain't that the famous words from Canelo Alvarez? He sees a payday in Jake Paul, right? Is he actually going to follow through with it? I doubt that. But the fact that he says that he's even contemplating it and entertaining it, that's nasty work. When you got the Mexican Ecuadorian monster, David Benavidez, looking for his opportunity. But this is boxing. It's a 3-ring circus. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.